April 24th, 12:40 p.m. Earl City Police Precinct, number 5, station lobby. I'm back, Miss Earl. I brought a guest with me. Dude, I say this every stream. I have no idea what to do with her voice. I was expecting you to. Detective Hunt called and told me what happened. I thought I told you this case was closed. Was closed. But I suppose we can worry about that later. Miss Kanaki, right? I'm Sue P. Earl, and I'm the head clerk here. Do you mind coming with me? I want to get the full story. Sure, okay. Don't worry, Meg. Just tell her the truth and everything will be fine. Well, I hope she'll be okay. Oh, is it Swift? Which is like the same high-pitched stuff. Justine, you're back! Rock and roll. Sophie, don't surprise me like that. Sorry. I'm just happy to see you. You solved the case. If you keep going like this, you'll be a full detective before you know it. Thanks. But I wish you could have been there. This was your first case. Don't worry about it. Better to be solved by you than let go cold forever. Are these two a thing? That's my question. But no buts. We still have bigger cases to solve, so chin up. How did things at the orphanage go? Did you and Red find anything about BG Turtles? Yeah, you see, we learned that they're actually the Ninja Turtles. We're actually gonna go undercover, like last time we discussed this. Going undercover as pizza delivery people. We're gonna go in there and we're gonna get all the facts. Find out what they're using that money for. No, nothing at all. Whatever's going on, it looks like the orphanage has nothing to do with it. Well, I did some digging myself. From what I could find, the charity could legally transfer the money, as long as it was agreed to by both the charity and the orphanage. Though it would also be used within the confines of what's permissible for charity money. Specifically, it could be used for the benefit of anyone at the charity or the orphanage. But I couldn't find anything on BG Turtles, LLC itself. So where did you even go from here? If only we still had Chandra's proof. Well, why don't we try talking to her again? Who, Chandra? Yeah! Maybe she can point us in the right direction. It's worth a shot anyways. We got a point. Let's go. You wait in the interrogation room. I'll go grab Chandra. I can't wait. It's like, I've been waiting here for a while. Oh my god! She's been assaulted again! Not again! Alright, one sec. I need a drink after doing her voice. April 24, 12:50 p.m. Earl City Police Precinct, number 5, interrogation room. What was her voice again? Her voice was basically like a louder Meg voice, I think. Good afternoon, Sandra. How are you holding up? As well as I could, giving everything. Did you find out anything? Unfortunately not. We don't have much to go off right now. We have 3 girl voices. All we have is your claim, but without any proof, we've got nothing. We thought you could help us. Well, I'll help however I can. What do you want to know? I want to ask, why exactly did you decide to steal half the money from the safe? You must have had a reason. I thought I went over this before, but I guess I could explain it again. Owen had me helping with the accounting work for the charity money. While I was going over the numbers, I learned that part of the money was missing. I dug further, and that's when I was able to find the name BG Turtles LLC. So the amount of money that was supposed to be in the safe wasn't there. If we took half the money in the safe, it would make it obvious that what the true amount was. Then the e-banks would be exposed for their theft. That's pretty clever. So how much money was supposed to be in the safe? Roughly 380,000 elms. Oh my god! And that means the amount that was actually in the safe was 355,000 elms. Wait, that's it! Sophie, the police recorded the amount of money in the safe, right? They should have. I'll go check with Sue. We need to confirm the fundraised amount as well. Do you know where we might find a record of that? Well, the A-Bank should should have it. Right, I doubt we'll get them to cooperate with us willingly. I don't think either of the E-Banks would be happy if we showed up at the estate again. Well, we could always try their office in the city. I'm sure they would have records there. Good idea. Let's give that a shot then. Thank you for your help, Chandra. Good luck. Oh, that was it? We didn't even look cross-examine her statement? Okay. I hate to keep bothering Chandra, but she's the only chance we have. Could the E-Banks really have stolen the money themselves? If so, then why? Maybe it's like Detective Hunt said. They do it because they can. I can't shake the feeling there's more to the story. Hey, Justy, I'm back. Sophie, what did you find out? You're right. There are about 355,000 alms recovered from the safe money. Aha! Now we just have to find the E-Bank's records and they'll have nothing to hide behind. You're all pumped up all of a sudden. It's just, after seeing what Sandra went through with her firing and how much the orphanage means to Detective Hunt, I can't let all of that be in vain. It's up to us to solve the case now. That's the spirit! I like the side of you, Justy. Anyway, let's head out. We could take the police cruiser. Why would he ever do that when we have Zephyri? Hang on, I still have it recovered from last time we wrote that. My head and my stomach were spinning for the whole next day. Oh, come on. We'll get there so much faster. Just hold on to me. You'll be fine. But... Oh my god, someone cut the brakes! Justina and Swift died in a motorcycle-related accident. Needless to say, I hugged the ground as soon as we arrived. Ooh, nice looking place. April 24th, 1:30 p.m. E-Bank Investment Office. Our lobby. Wow. So this is the E-Bank Investments? It's just as cold and dreary as I expected. They could at least hang a painting or two. Excuse me? Can I help you with something? Ah! We know this guy. We saw him at the end of the second case. Why does every person in the city sneak up on me? We're here with the Azuro City Police. I'm Detective Sophie Swift, and this is my assistant, Justina Smith. Police officers, huh? Well, E-Bank Investments is always happy to cooperate with the police. What can I assist you with, officers? Look at that smug look. At this point, you might as well just hand me a badge. Well, you could start with your name. Oh, my apologies. How rude of me. My name is Lowell Ledger, Executive Assistant. Ledger, These pun names are killing me. Oh, got a diamond watch down there. Now, is there some reason for your visit? Time's a ticking. We're here to investigate the Claus charity. I'm aware that the E-Bank Investment handles the fundraising. Claus charity. I'm sorry, but you'll have to take up that matter with the president. President? Well, can we speak with him then? I'm afraid he's not here at the moment. He's a very busy man. Hang on a minute. We didn't come here just to be turned away. We suspect someone involved with the charity may have embezzled some of the money. All we need is to verify the amount that was raised. Surely you could help us with that. That is... If you have nothing to hide, you know? I'm just saying, it's a little suspicious. I'm just saying, but... Embezzlement, huh? Yes, I believe I can help you with that. One moment, please, ladies. Well, that certainly got him in the mood to cooperate. What do you make of all this, Sophie? Do you really think the E-Banks are hiding something? You saw Sandra's files? There's clearly something Mr. E-Bank doesn't want us to knowing about. As for why, I'm not sure. But right now, we should confirm that Sandra's info is correct. You're right. By the way, about the accident case. I don't have much to say on it. I'm just glad you and Red were able to solve it. I just thought you should know. Your earlier investigation was invaluable to us. Without you, we wouldn't have been able to track down Doughboy. Do we have to call him Doughboy? That was what led us back to Meg in the first place. I should have figured it out all on my own. Red Trade Meme himself, he vouched for me to take on the car crash case, and I failed him. I failed Bill, and I failed myself. That's not true. You're a great detective. You could have arrested Fry as soon as you found him. I certainly would have. But you didn't. You even wrote why in the case file. I spoke with the primary suspect, Fry Knoll. He said he broke the brakes and his motive was to gain street cred. But when asked for details, he refused to explain how he broke the brakes. Given how upfront he was about motive and opportunity, not explaining the means is unusual. This has led me to believe that he's lying and is not our culprit. With no other evidence, I have no grounds to keep Fry Knoll as a suspect. Now tell me, were you honest when you wrote that? I was. Then you knew you did the right thing. Today, Bill told us a lot of employers turn people down for criminal records, no matter how small. You stopped that. No matter what I think of him, he shouldn't have been arrested for the crimes he didn't commit. If you ask me, that makes you a great detective. You really mean it? I do, and we're going to prove it now. We'll crack the embezzlement case and reveal the e-bank's secrets. Ahem. Ah! Not again. How long has he been listening to us? Here's the file you so politely requested. Take a look. I assure you, all of our dealings are above board. I didn't forge any of these this time. We'll see about that. Let's see. It's pretty boring financial documents. Thankfully, I'm pretty good at reading these. Those. Total amount fundraised. 380,017 ounce. Mr. Ledger, are you absolutely certain that this is the correct amount? I can attest to its accuracy. Is there some sort of problem with that amount? You be a little sneaky. We're just double checking the amounts. Nothing wrong here. Are you hiding something from me, officer? I'm not an officer, I'm just a clerk. It's none of your business. Oh my god. Alright, you shouldn't go that harsh. Thank you for your help, Mr. Ledger. So now what? I think it's time to go have a chat with Mr. E-Bank about this. With the proof we have, it's sure to be a contentious confrontation. We'll head out when you're ready. Do you mind if we linger here for a sec, Mr. Ledger? If you must. Are we gonna talk to him? Alright, let's investigate. Desk. This must be the receptionist desk. Is there a place back here for someone to sit? But the receptionist must be gone. Or there is. Huh? Hey, look! There's a bowl of candy back there. I'm sure they won't mind if we swipe a couple of pieces. Hey, you can't just run around taking things without asking first. You're a detective. You have to set a good example for everyone. What if this candy's an important clue? You never know. It probably doesn't even taste good. Free candy never does. You're no fun, Justy. There's a vase of pretty yellow flowers here. I think it's fair to say Ms. E-Bank put these here. She really seems to like yellow flowers. I remember seeing similar ones at their estate. She said they represented optimism. How do flowers represent abstract things like that? Like, who looks at flowers and decides what they represent? Like, oh, red flowers represent, power, right? Like, who decides that? I think it's a bit more complicated than that. Hold on. I wonder if there's any cheesy lines attached to these. May our profits bloom as beautifully as these. What kind of saying is this? Logo. I don't think I've ever seen this before. It must be the company logo. E. Looks like a giant E in the shape of a skyrise. That's kind of clever. Ugh. I hate corporate logos like these. They're always so plain and uninspired. Just meant to be inoffensive and easily remembered. I don't think a corporate logo needs to be much more than that. Window. We're in the heart of Azul City now. I don't think I've ever been around here before. Well, this whole area is primarily financial district. There's not much here except offices and corporate headquarters, and the local McDonald's. You can't see much from down here. I bet the higher floor have great views of the city. Hey, Loyal, do you think you could give us a tour of the upper offices? No. Well, it was worth a shot. No. There's a lot of comfy looking furniture in here. Well, they aren't as comfy as they look. Hey, I have an idea. Why don't we check the cushions? You never know what sort of clues we might find. We found a quarter. And a button. All I found are some coins and faded receipts. Oh, score! I got an unopened piece of gum. I'll trade you for the coins. Deal! What the There's a vending machine in the other room. And there's enough here for a snack. Sucker! Can we talk to Lil? So, Mr. Ledger, what exactly do you do around here? As I've said before, I'm the assistant to the president. I assist him in all of his roles. If there is something he doesn't want to do, he delegates it to me. Everything. Admittedly, often smaller administrative tasks. Sounds like you'd rather be doing more. Of course I would! My position wasn't easy to land, and I have no intention in stopping here. I'll continue climbing the ladder as far as I can go. I'll be the president soon. Whoa, 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 whoa. We're gonna blackmail you if we're gonna tell him you said that. No, no, no. Perhaps one day I'll be the one running the show. Like I called it. You seem pretty ambitious. Ambition is the driving force of progress. If we just accept where we are in life, we would never go further. I know that firsthand. My family was like that, always saddled in debt, never striving to get better. So I did something about it. I got a degree in business, and I did everything I could to get where I am now. I don't think that's a fair assessment. A lot of people don't have access to those same opportunities. Nobody chooses to end up that way. It can be a very difficult thing to get out of, ambition or not. Well, you got me there. There's always a means to an end. If only you're brave enough to pursue it. Good things to come to those who deserves it. I'm gonna take another drink. You said something earlier about a president? That would be Anton Chambers, my boss. He's quite the ruthless businessman. It's easy to tell how he got his position. His smug. He's never afraid of tasks and never shies away from seizing opportunities when he sees them. In that way, I strive to do the same. Business is a sink or swim. You either make it or you don't. Eventually, you have to realize that sometimes your success has to come at the cost of another's. You might think it's cruel, but that's just how the world is. Those who deserve success are those who don't shy away from reaching it. What an off way to look at things. I think you'd be successful without undermining others in the process. That sort of naivety won't cut it here. E-Bank investments are only hires those who are willing to do whatever it takes. Is this the sort of people who fill the business worlds? Then thank the gods I didn't stay in management. What can you tell me about E-Bank investments? We're one of the most successful real estate investment firms this side of the Azul Bay. Our company is behind a lot of the city's recent major developments, including the transformation of the Sunrise District. Recently, we've begun expanding our plans eastward, past the Juno Mountains. Sounds like the company is doing very well then. We've routinely broke our project revenue, and that shows no signs of stopping. Business is good. Of course, that's dependent on the continued success of our developments. There's been some recent trouble, but it's nothing we can't turn around. Recent trouble, huh? Sure, it's nothing, but I'll try to remember that for later. Guess we'll go back to the estate. I forgot how to do the woman's voice. April 24th, 2 p.m. E-Bank Estate, foyer. Oh, maybe she's not back. Maybe she's still talking to the magician. To think I'd be back here again. It almost feels like yesterday. No, not the name. It's sucking the soul out of me. Toasty, no! Ah! He's barreling towards us. His teeth. He's got a butcher knife. Aha! Got you. Oh, hi there, Fee. Fee, Faye, Fo. I don't know. Long time no see. Oh, we were shot. Miss Justina, Miss Sophie, you're back. It's nice to see you again, Fee. How you been? Well, Toasty and I really miss Oliver and Sandra. Toasty no longer has a rat to chase. Father's making me clean my own room now. It's not fair. Talk about spoiled. Oh, wow. How old is she? She's not 18, right? Oh. When you beg. Do we not have her? Too many profiles. And we don't get any more of Oliver's extra special curry. And Toasty's angry because Mr. Curry no longer supplies his sacrifices. He's been starving for days. Don't worry, Fee. There's plenty of curries in the world for you to enjoy still. So, are you guys here for more hide and seek? Not this time. We're here to speak with your father. Is he around? Aww. He's in his office. I'll take you there. That'd be great. Thank you. Alright, let's race. Wait. Now she's making a game out of it. Well, I'd better hurry there. I forgot his voice too. I didn't expect us to be back here. I think it was just the Ernest Hunt's voice, but like less deep. Back in the lion's den once more. Father! The nice police officers want to talk to you again. Thank you, Faye. Thank you, Faye. Why don't you run off and play now? Okay. So. Oh yeah, we gotta get. I think it was a posh, deep voice. So it's you again. Just how many times exactly are you going to invade my home before you're content? Hopefully this is the last time. We need to talk to you about the Claws charity. This nonsense again. What is it now? I thought you should know. Sandra recovered from her injuries today. I'm quite aware. We just had her dismissed from our employment. She claims you've been embezzling money from the charity. You. Hey, don't get mad at us. Those were her words. Regardless, we wanted to ask you what you knew about BG Turtles LLC. I have no idea what you're talking about. I've never heard about that in my life. As if we know you stole Sandra's documents on it. Why don't you just come clean already? We've already caught you. Huh. I want you to consider your words very, very carefully, clerk. I can have you blacklisted from every job in Azure City and beyond. Now he thinks he can threaten me? Whoa, no need for that. Let's all just calm down. We aren't accusing of anything at this point in time, Mr. Ebank. We just want to hear your side of things. Are you really going to entertain the baseless words of that snake? Snake? It would be irresponsible of us to not look into it. Besides, if there's nothing wrong with your statement, we won't bother you again. Fine, but this is the last statement I'll give to you. Statement? Every year, our company fundraises money for the Claws charity. After the money is collected and counted, it is stored here for safekeeping. We were making arrangements to transfer the money to the Claus orphanage when our little incident happened. Because of that, all of the money we collected is either still there or in your possession. So that's what he wants to claim, huh? If it's alright with you, we'd like to go over that with you in more detail. In the meantime, do you mind if we poke around a bit? Don't overstay your welcome. Can we investigate it? Is it gonna be different than last time? What's up here? The History of the World Part 0. Shouldn't it be Part 1? That book covers history before humans. We were only around for the less than a fraction of this planet's life. This thing is huge! Have you read the whole book? Cover to cover. Though now I only go back to the specific portions of it. After all, how can we inhabit a world that we don't truly understand? If you read it, you might learn a thing or two. It's never a bad thing to broaden one's horizons. Right. Maybe I'll check it out another time. Autumn Joe. What's down here? Where in the world is carbon dioxide? Isn't this a children's book? It is Faye's favorite. When she was younger, I used to read it to her every night. She's going to be a wonderful scientist someday. Scientist? What about the family business? I'd prefer that she follows her own path rather than her footsteps. Says the guy who wants her to be a scientist. You know what? If he wasn't embezzling money right now, you know, he kind of seems like a nicest guy. What's on here? Fiesta Fantasy... Is that 6 soundtrack? Stop snooping around. So sorry. Though, is that a video game? Is that video game music? What of it? Fiesta Fantasy is some of the most beautiful music I've ever listened to. The 6th game is where the composer truly shined. I didn't mean to offend, it's just surprising is all. I always figured you for the type to listen to classical music all day. I can't stand classical music. I guess you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. What about you, Sophie? What kind of music do you like? I've been listening to some of the classics lately, like the band White Keys and Black Stripes. Have you heard the one-hit wonder Take You Out by Graverol and the Black Hand? No, I haven't. Give it a listen. His other work is great. He should have taken off beyond one song. Everyone seems to have their own music taste. Maybe I should expand my own beyond indie rock and coffee house jazz. Lamp. Do you mind if I turn on this lamp? The room has sufficient light. It'd be a waste of electricity. Then at least open those curtains a bit more. The light in this room is perfectly for my taste. Equal parts moody and hopeful. Is he a vampire? Don't suck my blood, sir. I'm just an innocent poor little girl. By the way, why is your office here and not at the eBank Investments? I have an office there, but I prefer this one for more private matters. The walls have ears. You can never trust them. That's why the most important matters are discussed here. Sounds like paranoid to me. Alright, let's talk. Big guy. President. I heard eBank Investments has a president. What can you tell me about them? Oh, we can ever get a... for free? No. 26. Oh, wait. He's a bit of a popish jerk and quite ambitious. His watch reminds me of... Oh, Tiger Honda. 35? Oh, no, that is not... He looks older. I have a feeling he's hiding something. That would be my compatriot, Anton Chambers. What does he do exactly? As president, Anton handles all the day-to-day management of the company and our business ventures. Recently, he's secured us numerous new property developments. In essence, he is the beating heart of the company. Huh? So I guess you just sit around all day and collect a paycheck? Wow. Dude, honestly, Justine is kind of a... just says what's on her mind kind of person. I assure you my role involves a lot of work. As CEO, my responsibilities revolve around our company's future. With it, I carry the very soul of eBank Investments. Sounds to me like you're just the ideas guy. I'm tired of this discussion. Drop it. I think I poked a nerve there. Do you know anything about the car accident that happened at Claw's orphanage last month? I heard about it, yes. Thank the gods that nobody was harmed. It's a real shame about that car, though a classic like that deserves a better death. It's not quite dead yet. Bill's having it repaired. Is he now? It would cost him quite the penny. I can hardly imagine he could afford such a thing. Now that I think about it, how did Bill wind up with the money? I should ask him about that later. Oh, don't tell me that, like, Bill actually, like, caused all of this. That'd be sad. Sounds like you and Bill are acquaintances. We've met before, obviously. After my company has a lot of ties to the orphanage. But our relationship is strictly a professional one. I don't have any connections with him otherwise. On one of my trips to the orphanage, he happened to show me his car. A real beauty, that one was. So you don't know anything that goes on at the orphanage? I'm afraid not. Our only dealings at this stage involve the charity. Doesn't sound like you'll get any... Like, I'll get anything useful out of him on that topic, then. Alright, I think we know. Because of that, all the money we collected are still here. Oh my god, look at all the evidence we have.
Wrong. Mister, you're wrong. Mr. eBank, actually.
I'm sorry to say, but that's a lie. What are you talking about? We already checked the numbers. There's around 25 what is alms? I still don't understand what alms is. It's like, look at all these alms. It's just like acorns. I'm the richest millionaire around. Missing from the charity money. Of course, you already knew that, didn't you? Oh my god! Someone shot him! He's getting assassinated! I don't know anything about that. Tell us what you did with the money. That money was accounted for perfectly. Your clumsy officer must have miscounted it. A likely story. Unfortunate for him, I already have a good idea as to where the money went. I should have to show it to him. Actually, Mr. eBank, I have a better explanation. Take a look at this. At this? No, that's not it. I know I've got something on my issue that explains where the stolen money went.
Nope.
Oh. According to your former mage, Sandra, those 25 alms were transferred not to the orphanage, but somewhere else entirely. A shell company, BG Turtles, LLC. He's been shot again! Get this man to a hospital. And would you look at that? The amounts match perfectly. You stole the money, didn't you? BG Turtles is your company, and you tried to hide the proof. Of all the places to steal from, your own charity? You're stealing money from an orphanage. He's getting tense up. Enough of this. I will not stand here while you make up slanderous lies about me. You want the truth? I'll tell you the truth. In your sloppy investigation, you've overlooked several things. First of all, I've already stepped down from my position at the charity. All I do is store the money. All of its decisions are made by my associate, Anton Chambers. The money was transferred before it even reached me. You can confirm that with Anton. What? Oh, maybe this guy is innocent a little bit. I thought for sure he was the culprit. So you claim... Alright then, Mr. eBank. We'll go confirm this with Mr. Chambers. But if his story doesn't match what you told us, we'll be back. Do what you must. I have nothing to hide. Where can we find Mr. Chambers? He should be in his office right now, at our headquarters. Here. Show this note to his assistant, Loyal, while he'll take you to him. Thanks. Alright. When you're ready, we'll head there, Justy. No, maybe this guy isn't so bad. Maybe he is just a good father. Going right there. April 24th, 2:45 p.m. eBank Investments lobby. Ah, you two are back again. What do you want now? I really like the music in this. I think I said this before, but a little rise and all that. Hello, Loyal. Thanks again for that information you gave us earlier. I'll be right back. I'm gonna take another drink of water. Is that all? Actually, we're here for something else now. We need to talk to Anton Chambers. Really now? And what business do you have with him? Does it matter? We just need to talk to him. Well, as I told you before, he's busy. Still? This is important. Yes, I'm sure it is. Unfortunately, his business is more important. So why don't you just sit tight until he's done? If you don't like that, then I'd be happy to book an appointment. The nerve of this guy. Hey, Sophie, can't we force him to let us talk with Anton? Unfortunately not. It's better that we just wait here a bit. There's gotta be a way to get him to him quicker. Maybe I can show him what Owen gave us. We had a talk with Mr. Ebank. And I think you should take a look at this card. Mr. Chambers' office is on the 6th floor. If you'll follow me. I thought you said he was too busy. He's like, you motherfucker, I'll kill you. Let's get along with it, Justy. This is our chance. Don't frustrate the man. Right. What is this guy gonna look like? I still can't shake that feeling. Is Anton our culprit, or does this conspiracy run deeper? There's only one way to find out, and it lies beyond the office doors. Deep breaths, Justina. Nice looking office. Is that like... Alright, now hold up. This looks like chalk. Instead of a whiteboard, does he have an old-fashioned chalkboard in his office? April 24th, 3 p.m. eBank Investments, President Office. Out of the frying pan and into the fire. Mr. Chambers! 2 detectives are here to speak with you. Now I've been upgraded to detective.
I'm busy right now, Loyal. They can wait.
Unfortunately, sir, it's rather urgent. Take a look at this.
Thank you, Loyal. You may go. You may go.
Yes, sir.
So, your officers who have been causing us so much trouble recently.
I like this guy. He looks pretty... Is that a gun? Nah, that's Detective Hunt. He can't keep his head out of anything. We just want to help at an orphanage.
Why are you here to bother me exactly?
We're investigating the Claws charity.
Investigating? What possible reason could you have to investigate us? We're but a humble charity.
One of Mr. Ebank's former staff claims that some of the charity money is being embezzled.
And you have some proof of this, I presume.
We have enough to suspect some foul play. Do you mind if we ask you some questions, Mr. Chambers?
If you must.
Let's investigate real quick. I like investigating. Bookshelves. These are some imposing bookshelves. Let's see. There's a bunch of boring business books and Solar Waves. Rises Space Bears?
That's a sci-fi classic right there. It's a thrilling tale, but a small farmer boy who goes on an epic galactic quest and finds the unlikeliest of allies.
I think I've heard of this before, but I thought it was a movie.
Indeed, this novelization of it. I'm a huge fan of the entire Solar Wars franchise, movies, books, and all. Some people think they're a bit cheesy, but the world itself is very exciting and nuanced.
I see. This is a very fancy looking chair. Is this real leather? This thing must have cost a fortune.
I spend a lot of time in this office. It's only right that I have the best chairs that money could buy. A chair is only as strong as its weakest link. If I have a subpar chair, it would be uncomfortable to sit there. That inevitably leads to subpar work, and I don't tolerate subpar work.
I think you could get a decent chair for a lot less.
You can't put a price on quality. This chair will last a generation. My successor will be able to sit in this very same chair.
I guess I didn't think of it that way. Hey, look, a chalkboard. I don't like this chalkboard. Why not? It's covered with numbers. It makes me feel like I'm in the class again, math class again. Aw, come on, math class wasn't that bad. I think it's overhated. Don't get me wrong, I like the logical problems we sometimes get, but staring at a bunch of numbers just makes my head hurt. I always preferred art class. Something wrong? Art class and I never got along. I always wanted to get done quickly, so I botched just about every project I did. One time I thought I made the cutest little clay pot. When it was fired, it completely fell apart. I think her approach might have been a bit flawed. Window. Wow, you've got quite a view of the city from up here.
It's the best view of the financial district you can get here. Nothing brings me joy like the powerful imagery of skyscrapers dotting the horizon. It's a testimony to humanity's power and determination.
Walking on the street, I always saw these buildings as imposing over me. But up here, it feels like I'm on the top of the world. If you like the views of the city, I have a secret spot I like to go when I need to clear my head. Maybe I could take you there sometime. I would love that. Let's talk. eBank Investments. So you're the president of eBank Investments?
That I am. This company would be nothing without me. Not to discount Owen's work, of course. But if that man got his way, this company wouldn't be half the size it is now.
Sounds like the two of you have some disagreements.
Business is cutthroat. You either sink or you swim. Without direct aggressive action, you'll fall short of the competition.
I'm doing that little sneer because of his... It looks like he's, like, smirking.
Owen doesn't understand that. However much of a skilled negotiator he may be, not every problem is solved at the bargaining table.
Maybe it's just me, but everything this guy says is a bit ominous. Yeah, no, maybe Owen isn't that bad. If an evil guy saying he's not that bad, or that he's horrible at his job. So, you're the head of the Claw charity. Why do you run it and not Owen?
Owen found himself with too much on his plate. I, however, don't mind the extra workload. I took control of the charity several months ago. Owen, of course, retains a ceremonial role in the organization. He stores the fundraised money himself. But anything that happens to the funds themselves falls under my purview.
So what Owen told us is true. However, that just means Antone here is the one truly responsible. Maybe I should have a chat with him about the missing money. What can you tell me about the Claws orphanage?
You didn't find the elves in there, did you? We helped set it up and the charity benefits it. While I think the cause is noble enough, I think Bill is a bit misguided. We need to bring the children in to a type of elf-like work ethic and get toys running to make a whole bunch of money from there.
Misguided.
A cheap motel like that is no place for children. I think it's about time Bill looked for a more suitable location. But of all the property in the city he could choose, he stubbornly sticks to this one.
Ooh? Oh? The motive? Car crash? Too much money to pay off fixing the car. Makes it so that he's evicted, so that he goes to a bigger, better orphanage. I'm connecting the dots. Maybe he twisted the landlord's hand. Maybe I'm not wrong. I'm sticking with the magical cabinet theory. Hey, it's not that bad. Plus, Bill's got his reasons for it. Besides, what else would that motel be useful for?
That motel isn't what matters. It's the land it sits on. It's situated on a property gold mine. That land could be put to much better use. That whole area ought to be transformed into a new luxurious townhouses and condos.
Alright, that is totally what happened.
A plethora of Azalea's city's finest who love nothing more than to settle their families right next to the White Hall.
And what about the kids at the orphanage? Don't they deserve to go to the White Hall too?
How simple-minded of you. I wouldn't expect you to understand.
What's that supposed to mean? Mr. Chambers, we wanted to know. Have you been embezzling money from Claw's charity? You know, just casual conversation.
Coming out swinging, are we? What a preposterous accusation.
25,000 alms are missing from the charity money. If you're the one who runs that charity, then I imagine you'd have some knowledge about this.
A word of advice. Never shoot unless you know what your target is. Yeah, I know what happens to that money. I had it transferred to another company. What was the name of it? BG Turtles.
So you admit to taking the money?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I never said I took it. Bill Claus asked me to transfer it.
What? What are you talking about? Wait a sec. Bill asked you to?
Surprised? I thought you would have figured that out already.
Hang on. Why would Bill ask you to transfer money there?
It's not my business to know. He said something about needing it to pay off some expenses. Now, I shouldn't have to tell you this, but if both the charity and orphanage sign off on it, it's perfectly legal. So long as the money is used to pay the orphanage's expenses, of course. As far as I'm concerned, once the money is transferred, it's Bill's responsibility.
That may be the case, but do you happen to know who owns the company?
You sure want the answer to that? You may not like what you find out. But I'll tell you, if only to stop this little charade. Bill Claus owns BG Turtles LLC.
What?
I must say, I didn't know about it myself. My assistant Loyal did some digging. That's how I found out.
Oh, is that why Owen and him were talking at the end of the case? Last case?
Sounds to me like you don't know your own Bill as much as you thought you did. Now, let me make something very clear to you two. All of our dealings here are nothing but above board. We have nothing to hide. So, if you want to go around accusing anyone of embezzlement, it sounds to me like you should be talking to Bill about it, not me.
Bill, you never told us anything about this. That can't be right. surely he had a good reason. Sophie? What do we do now? I don't know. I wasn't expecting that at all. Red isn't going to like this. Let's head back to the station. We can regroup when we're ready. Let's go. Right. April 24th, 3:30 p.m. Missouri City Police Precinct Number 5, Station Lobby. There's no way what he said is true. Gods, I hate this. I'm with you there. Our work is never easy. So what's next for a detective in training? I'm just a humble clerk. But I hate to say it, everything is pointing to Bill as the one behind the embezzlement. We should head back to the orphanage. Good, you're back. You're back. I finished taking Med's statement. How'd it go? She's cooperated perfectly. Now it's up to the chief what happens next. He wasn't very happy about the case being reopened without his permission, but I explained the situation to him. He's willing to make an exception in this case. The three of you really need to be more careful. Can't keep covering for you like this. I'm sorry. Meg, I wish you had told me the truth from the start. Hey, Sue, I'll make it up to you. Let me handle the paperwork for this case. Well, that's the first time you've ever volunteered for the paperwork. I don't know her voice still. Her voice is just the I don't know voice. Given my clerk is off playing detective, it's all yours. Great, let me see the file. I'm gonna be buried in piled paperwork when this is all over, aren't I? Huh? Something about all this is still bothering me. Sue, I'll finish the paperwork later. I want to go look at the car again. I swear you detectives never make my life easy. Just get it done by the end of the day. Thanks, Sue. Come on, Meg. I'll take you back on Zephyr. I got a motorcycle helmet with your name on it. Heck yeah. I've never ridden a motorcycle before. But don't worry about me. I already got my own. I pray to the god she can handle Zephyr better than me. I'll take Sophie to the garage so I can show her the car. I wish you luck. Time for you to find Detective Hunt.
Then I punched him in the face. It was so funny. I said, "Hey, look over here." He looked over there. Had my brass knuckles on. Wha-bam! Right in the face. I remember this, guys. Oh yeah, he was like a nervous, like... You're always good at that. Detective? Who did you punch? I could explain. Do I even ask? Yes, you did punch. Explain that. I was talking about punching someone in the fighting game. It started right before you came in. Remember after the closing night of the musical we did in high school? We went to the arcade for the after party, and you beat me in front of the rest of the cast. He did musicals? I'd also do musicals, so you know, maybe I connect to him a little bit more. That doesn't count. You were out from all the singing and dancing. Worn out from all the singing and dancing. You're normally too good at fighting games. Hang on, you did theater? We both did. Bill was our top singer, and I could win any dance battle thrown in my way. I just can't see you as anything less than a detective. I'm getting carried away. I need to talk to you outside, sir. Huh? Sure. I'll be right back, Bill. Duty calls. Hey, I got some bad news about your best friend. Is something wrong, Miss Assistant? It's about BG Turtles, and you're not gonna like it. Sophie and I went to investigate the charity, and well, according to them, Bill had the money sent to BG Turtles, which he owns. If that's true, then Bill is our culprit. You know, I don't trust the e-banks, right? I do. And you think they're telling the truth? As much as I hate to admit it, I think so.
There's nobody else could be.
Then, let me take care of this.
Everything alright, Ernest?
Listen, Bill, we don't really come here because of the we didn't really come here because of the accident. We're investigating claims of an embezzlement surrounding the orphanage. Does the name BG Turtles mean anything to you?
What about it?
You mind explaining your relationship with it?
I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say. I think I'm more posh. I have nothing to say.
You know, I can't just accept that. Answer the question, Bill. Don't make this any harder than it has to be.
And if I don't?
Then we'll have to discuss this further at the station. Miss Assistant, bring the car around. I have a few things to say in private.
I don't think...
Please, Christina.
yes, sir.
Oh, we're gonna go into
the, we're gonna go to the station and question him, and he's the next person we're going against. You're still here? Oh, you're still, different. Just moving the car. What's with that look on your face? Maybe some magic can cheer you up. We have to bring Bill in for questioning. We believe he's involved with the embezzlement. What? Well, I can't say I'm surprised. What do you mean? I mean, I'm not surprised how quickly you changed your approach. First you go after my husband, and now Bill. I never said your husband was guilty. He was just a suspect. My husband has always been innocent. You're grasping at whatever straws you can.
Unfortunately, we don't have time to discuss all of it. We need to go.
It's true? Bill, what happened? Sorry, but I'm not speaking to anyone without a lawyer. Is she gonna be the lawyer? That's quite alright, Bill. I'll take a case, if you'd let me. You think I'm innocent? We'll work together. We've worked together for years. You've always put the children before anything else. I'm sure this is all a big misunderstanding. In that case, I accept. I'll be heading to the station then. Don't forget about me! I'm coming too! What for? Bill's my friend. I know he'd never do such a thing. I'm not gonna let you harass him without giving him a chance to give... Arrest him without giving me a chance to give my statement.
In that case, you can join us in the interrogation room. If you'd like to ask, we'd like to ask you a few questions anyways.
This is going to be a long day. Once again, I was hanged to the interrogation room to finish this case once and for all. Detective Hunt didn't say anything to me the whole ride back. I'm worried about him. I don't know if he can lead an interrogation like this. Only one way to find out.